Hey, what's up? My name's Samuel Leeds, and in this video, I'm going to be interviewing a very successful property entrepreneur and investor. His name is Ricci Mandal. Ricci came through our Property Investors Crash Course, and he's now completely financially free. He specializes in the rent to serviced accommodation and deal packaging strategy. His story's fabulous. Started from nothing, now he's killing it, and I asked him some really deep, detailed questions. So you're going to enjoy this one. Do you realise how excited I am to interview you?
Do you know how excited I am to be here?
Dude, you've been financially free for 1 year, just over.
Yeah.
And you're like the only Winners Wednesday, apart from Ryan, who's actually now on my stage teaching properly. Not just like, oh, share a little bit of the story. So, killing it, bro.
Thanks, man.
How old are you?
26.
So you're completely financially free, and you're doing a sourcing business. So you've got your passive income and you've got your active income.
Yeah.
How did you get started into this business?
When I started this, I knew nothing. I was DJing. I wanted to get into property because I knew that property was going to live longer than me. And I knew DJing was just trading my time for money. Went to a crash course just like...
Why did you come to a crash course? Because you were getting, you were in your job as a DJ.
Yeah.
And you were getting some rough times.
Well, here's the thing. You've got to start somewhere. And... when I knew someone that had been to a crash course before, my sister actually went to one of the crash courses, and she said to me, this is the best place for beginners to start.
Right.
Because it's the basics. And you've got to be able to walk before you can run.
Now, you didn't like me too much to begin with. You didn't like me too much. Why did you not like me too much?
So I messaged you before I went to the crash course.
On Facebook?
Yes.
Right.
And I said, Samuel, when is the crash course coming to Belfast? Because I was living in Northern Ireland at the time.
And did I message you back?
You did.
So you must have been over the moon that I messaged you back?
Well, I would have been if you would have at least have said, like, hello, how are you, or anything like that. But you didn't. You just said, I think you said something like, just get to the nearest one, or just get to the next. No, get to the next one.
And stop playing.
Yeah, something like that. You didn't even say hello. You're just like, get to the next one.
Yeah, because you're like, people always message me, when's the next crash course near my hometown?
Yeah.
When's the next crash course in this postcode? I'm just like, people fly all over the world, bro. You know this now.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm thinking, if you're stopped by a 2-hour plane journey, or in your case, in Belfast, like a short boat ride, if you're stopped by that, then you're stoppable.
Yeah.
So I was just like, stop playing and just get to the next crash course.
I think it would have been easy for me to... At first, to be honest, I did think, this guy's an idiot, and I'm not going to even bother messaging him again. But then I did, after it sunk in, I thought, he's successful, he's wealthy, he's where I want to be, so I just need to listen to what he says and just do it.
And you thought, you know what, man, he's right.
Yeah.
He's actually right, as hurtful and painful as it is.
And I booked on.
Yeah.
Like, literally 5 minutes later.
And you sent me a screenshot saying, I'm in, and I was like, good man.
Yeah.
I called you Rocco.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Good man, Rocco. And you just like, man, now I want to cancel.
Yeah, I was like, can I cancel this and not?
Okay, so just over a year ago now, it was like about 18 months ago, you came down to the crash course.
Yeah.
After being on the crash course, you became financially free in 3 months.
Yes.
And it's taken me this long to get you on Winners Wednesday. Because I actually did interview you before, but big group interview with your family and stuff like that. But I wanted to give you the honour and the significance of doing a proper Winners Wednesday interview. So how did you become financially free so fast? And what happened at the crash course?
Yeah, so, let's start with the crash course. So at the crash course, I picked up the basics of what I needed to do, how to work out the ROI, how to find deals. And then went on to the academy, done the advanced training, and I made a lot of mistakes before I started the academy. I was ringing agents trying to get rent service accommodations like every single day. Mistake.
What kind of mistakes were you doing?
I was saying the wrong things.
Yes.
I didn't quite understand the legalities behind rent to SAs, like head leases, mortgages. And I was just a bit like a headless chicken. And this was all before the rent to rent revolution. Went on the rent to rent revolution, and I remember I said to you, Samuel, look, I've made 163 phone calls.
Yes.
Haven't got one deal. What am I doing wrong?
Because normally, here's the thing, there's only 2 reasons why you'll fail. One reason is you won't take any action.
Yeah.
Second reason is you'll take massive action, but you haven't got any training and you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So, I was talking about how people fail because they don't take action. I remember you saying, I made 162 phone calls.
I was taking action, man.
Massive action, but you weren't getting anywhere.
Nah.
And if I remember right, tell me, remind me, what happened at that rent to rent revolution?
So I was basically like, look, I've rang 163 agents, not got anywhere. What am I doing wrong?
Yes.
And we done like a role play.
Yes.
I was being myself, you were the agent, and then we tweaked a few things of what I was saying.
Tweaked?
Yeah.
More like scrapped in the bin.
All right, we basically just scrapped everything I was saying changed the whole thing around.
Yes.
It gave me a new look on it. I knew what I was saying. I was more confident.
And we're going to share that in a minute to the folks.
Yeah.
So when you changed what you were saying, because you were saying stuff like,
I was saying,
do you do serviced accommodation?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I was getting more bleeps than anything. They were just putting the phone down.
Yeah.
Like,
no, sorry, thanks. No.
Yeah.
And just totally
We don't do
dismissing
that.
you.
We don't do that. We're not interested. And I had to go for no.
Respect, man. 162 no's.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's a philosophy that's called go for no,
Yeah.
which I know you read the book.
Yeah.
Which is a tell me about the go for no philosophy.
So the go for no is basically you want to just go for as many no's as you can, because the more no's you get, the closer you are to a yes.
Right, and most people would get so wounded by a no, or they'll be like, right, I'm going to make a phone call, I'm going to do it, and then they do it, and they get told no, and then they're like, oh, wounded, and they feel rejected.
Do you know what I do?
What do you do?
What I do. All right, so I'm like, right, I wake up, sit there, ready to make the first call. I need to go for no. Ring them. Hello, do you do this? No. Yes!
Right.
Got my first no today.
Right.
Let's go for the next one.
That's how you got to be.
You have to be.
But the problem is, when you don't have the skill, if you're just going for no without the skill, believe me, you're going to get a lot of no's. Believe me, you're never going to get a yes.
Yeah.
So you'll have a trillion no's.
Yeah.
Unless you get real lucky. So you had 162 no's, so you developed the thick skin. You came on the crash course, so you're prepared to step out of there.
Yeah.
You read the book Go For No, which is a
Yeah.
freaking fun. I'd recommend anyone read the book. Then you were saying the wrong things. You were saying, do you do serviced accommodation? Oh, I'm doing corporate lets on a rent-to-rent basis. Is that something you consider? All this kind of stuff, which is wrong. So, am I right in thinking, on the rent-to-rent revolution, the first phone call that you made, which was your 163rd phone call, you got a deal?
Yeah.
Dude, man.
Yeah.
Respect.
Cheers, man.
So that's just all that pain.
But do you know, you make the mistakes, you learn from it. But do you know what? Without the education, them mistakes would have been costly.
They were costly still.
Well, they were, but they didn't cost me a lot of money. They just cost me a lot of time.
A lot of pain.
Yeah.
A lot of rejection. But you know what? When you get rejected, where's the wound, man? Like, where's the wound? Weaker, poorer.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, congrats on that first deal. How much are you making on that one deal?
That first one, on average, is about £1,000 a month.
It was worth the 162 phone calls.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say now? So you ring up the agent.
So I ring up the agent.
All right. Best of we've Samuel speaking. How can I help?
Hi there, Samuel. My name's Ricky. I just saw one of your apartments online. It's a 2-bedroom one on Samuel Road. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Good. I just wanted to ask you a question about it, if that's okay.
Absolutely. What would you like to know?
Cool. So the pictures look good. It's in good condition. Is the landlord looking for a long-term let or a short-term let?
The landlord's looking for a long-term let.
Okay, perfect. I'm also looking to take on apartments just like this for long-term lets. What I'm going to be doing is putting my own clients in there on short lets, letting them stay, and I'll take care of any maintenance, any void periods, and I'm going to guarantee you the rent. Is this something that you guys would be interested in?
I could speak to the landlord and see if he'd be interested. So you're a company then, right?
I'm a company. It'll be on a corporate let.
Okay.
That's correct.
What's the name of your company?
It's called MP Sourced.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, I'll ask the landlord and I'll check out the company and give you a call back.
Thanks. Yeah, sure. In fact, I'll give you a call back. Is it okay if I call you tomorrow or at 2 o'clock or Wednesday at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, give me Wednesday in case I think the landlord might be away over the weekend. So give me till Wednesday,
sure.
And I'll try and speak to him. But if I do hear back, I'll give you a call on this number.
Brilliant. I'll speak to you then.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Right.
Yeah.
So why was that so genius?
Because you're telling them the truth. You're being transparent, letting them know what you're going to do from the off. But also you're telling them the value I'm going to bring to them. I'm going to guarantee you the rent. I'm going to take care of the maintenance. You're not going to have any void periods.
Yes.
So I'm not lying to them.
Well, no, of course not.
Yeah.
It's being upfront with them, but you're making it easy for them.
Oh, yeah.
You're being professional.
Yeah.
Dude, that right there was worth watching this video alone.
Yeah.
Like that, just that hearing that role play call, because that made you £1,000 a month.
I could have just saved someone 163 phone calls.
Right. Respect.
Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyone that's wanting to do the rent-to-serviced accommodation strategy. So what is rent-to-serviced accommodation?
So rent-to-serviced accommodation is where you rent a property from a landlord and then you rent it out yourself on short lets. So you put it on like Booking.com, Airbnb, or you have corporate clients stay on there on short-term basis, like a few days at a time or could be a few weeks.
Is serviced accommodation becoming saturated and is every man and his dog doing it now?
Absolutely not. In some areas, it is more popular than other areas. But listen, it works in every big popular town and city.
You have become so good at serviced accommodation. And not only really good at it as a strategy, and you're making a fortune doing it, but also so good at articulating it.
Yeah.
Like, it gets to a point where sometimes I'm running an event or I'm at a crash course, and when it gets to the session where I'm supposed to talk about serviced accommodation, I just think, you know what? Ricky could probably explain this better than me.
Yeah. Thanks, man. That's a nice. That's a really good compliment.
But when I get you on stage, you get such massively, overwhelmingly positive feedback. Like when we were doing a program, the Deal Finding Extravaganza, and the Deal Selling Mastery last week, you did a 90-minute session, and like the feedback. What was your favourite part? Ricky.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, that gives me a massive buzz, because I'm thinking, I know that if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be in property.
Yeah.
And now not only have I trained you up to be financially free, but you're wanting to give back, and you're on a mission.
Yeah.
You're on the same mission as me now.
Yeah.
So now we're like, you were my student, but now you've become like a peer.
Yeah.
And we hang out together, we're friends.
Yeah.
You know, last night we were walking around the town, reminiscing. Like, for me, that's a massive buzz. And for me, it's a real honor to become friends with my students. And it's one of the reasons I teach. So I am flabbergastedly overwhelmed and happy with your progress, not only in property, but also as an influencer, also as someone who's got a big heart, who's on a mission. I just love it. So
Thanks,
what drives you? What gets you up in the morning today?
Just knowing that I can go out there and spend time on the things that I want to spend time on, and build a legacy for my future family and for my family that I have now.
Yeah.
You know, building a family business with the people that I love, and knowing that, you know, I say this so many times, property lives longer than you, and just that saying alone, it gives me a buzz, because I know that property's going to live longer than me.
Yeah.
And this is working on my fortune every single day.
Yes.
Also, the people that I'm around you a lot of the time now. I'm around Alistair, Anthony, all the other academy members, and when we come to the events and we get together, it's like, man, it's just a buzz being there.
Yes.
You know, I love being around everyone else.
I've heard you say that environment is stronger than willpower.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Look, listen, you can go out there and you can do this alone, but you're probably going to be very lonely, and you're going to come across challenges, and you may struggle. Not everyone, but a lot of people. But if you surround yourself with people that are doing it with you, you're all in the same boat.
Yes.
We all help each other, and if someone needs pulling up, we'll pull them up.
Because serviced accommodation, you're gonna run into problems.
Yeah.
If you're doing it from scratch the first time around,
Yeah.
you with the systems and the like channel management company, you're gonna have double bookings. You're gonna have situations where guests arrive and there's no key safe because you've not, like, there's so many issues. Not to say that the issues are going to knock you out of the game, but that are just going to be annoying.
Yeah.
And I think having friends where you're in an environment and you're in a support network where you can just contact people that aren't your peers, that didn't, like success buddies, doing the same sort of thing. It's like when you go to work and you're in an office around lots of people, it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
If you're on your own completely, you don't know where to start, what to do, there's no one to tell you anything.
Well, this is the thing, right? So, you know, if you're on your own, say if you're on your own in an office doing some work and you get stuck, what most people do is procrastinate, and they'll think about the problem, and, you know, I'll be sat there like, there's a problem, I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know how to solve it, what's on YouTube, you know? But when we're together and you're in an environment where if you have a problem you can ask for help, you'll just keep on pushing through. You'll keep on going.
Yeah. So talk to me about procrastination, because I know we've just been at a training session just now.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I mean, to be fair, I was really impressed with the results. Like 95% of people in the room were making money in property, were doing deals, even if it was only making $1,000 a month. They're still making money.
And to be fair, I think there was like one person that hadn't, but that's because they were building their own plumbing business at the same time.
Right, so they're focusing more on the business side of things, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, and saving up, okay. So, question is, a lot of them said that they got their first deal or their first few deals, and then they got a bit comfortable.
Yeah.
And they didn't continue pushing. Now, I know that's not the case with you. You became financially free with your serviced accommodation business, rent to serviced accommodation property business.
Yeah.
But now you're also pushing your deal packaging business.
Yeah.
You know, you're packaging all kinds of development deals. You're packaging even rent to rents. You're packaging all kinds of amazing property deals that are coming to you from the network that you've built, and now you're selling them on to investors, and that's part of your business strategy. You're building up a cash flow doing that, and then reinvesting the profits. Like, how do you stay so focused even when you could technically, if you wanted to, relax, take your foot off the accelerator, and effectively retire in your 20s?
I love this, man. I love this because, all right, if I didn't come on the academy and I had my goal set out, which I did, when you hit one goal and you get to where you want to be in like a year, you get comfortable. Like, most people will get comfortable, but the key is to set out another goal and know where you want to be in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and know where you want to be. So when I hit the first goal after, when I became financially free from my service accommodation, I knew what my mission was and why I was doing it.
Yeah.
And your mission and your why may change a little bit, but once you hit one goal, you need to know what your next goal is and know why you're doing it. And every day you need to wake up and think, what's my mission? Because if you get comfortable, that's it. You'll stay in that place. And it is hard to move forward.
So what's your mission? What's your strongest reason why?
My strongest reason why, I have a few different whys. My strongest one is to make my family proud. You know, so they're proud of, because I left school with no GCSEs, no qualifications. I was kicked out of school. So they're always proud of me, but there's never been a moment where they've gone, I'm really proud of you for graduating from university. So when I started, I wanted to make them proud by just getting into property, because I know showing them that I'm interested and I'm going to do it, they're proud. Then they became proud of me for becoming financially free. Now they're being proud of me for being up on stage. That's one of them. The other one is I want to give back, man. That's why I come back to all the crash courses, because when I started, I didn't know a thing. And when I went to a crash course, everyone was so helpful. You were helpful, all the crew were helpful, and I just want to be able to go back and say, look, I was in everyone else's position once. A year ago, I was in everyone else's position, and now I'm here to show you guys and help you as much as I can and answer all your questions you've got. And that's why I keep going. And I can't do that without staying relevant in property.
Yeah.
You know?
What would you say to someone who said that it all sounds a little bit too good to be true? You know, all these cliches that people say, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy.
Yeah.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Like, where does all that come from?
Do you know, I used to think that myself. But if you think, right, most people that think that have never experienced success or money, right? So if you always think that, then you're never going to make money and you're never going to be successful, because you always have that mindset. And you just need to work on yourself and, get educated, read books, work on your mindset.
You talk about getting educated a lot. You must have said, like, get educated like 5 times. What does that mean?
Educate yourself within the property industry so you don't make mistakes.
How'd you get educated?
Pay for some advanced training. Pay for a hotel and a transport to the crash course. It could be anything. Read a book. Pay for a book.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be paid training, but anything.
Yeah. I mean, I try and put on as much free training as possible. Like, I don't hold back.
Yeah.
This YouTube channel, I'm putting a video out every single day.
Yeah.
I've written books. I give them out for free. I run crash courses.
People become financially free from your videos.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And I do crash courses, which costs me an arm and a leg, tens of thousands of pounds. I put it on for free. I do have advanced training as well, which, to be fair, all the profits from the advanced training, we just put back into the business and telling more people, and into giving away all the free stuff. Like, I got 6 full-time videographers.
Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like when people sometimes do the advanced stuff, as much as the free stuff is phenomenal, watching YouTube videos, but when they've paid, even if it's like they've invested into their hotel or plane tickets and given up a whole weekend, but they're more invested than just passively watching YouTube, I feel like when they've paid, then they pay more attention,
This is the thing. When you're at a crash course and you paid for transport, you paid for a hotel, whatever it may be, when you're at the crash course, you literally have no choice but to play full out.
Yeah.
You have no choice but to play full out. Because if you don't play full out, you'll be the odd one out.
So when you say play full out, you mean like pick up the phone, find deals, joint venture with people.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. You were freaked out, not freaked out, but when you first got to the crash course, you were like arms at the back, folded.
I was sat at the back with my arms crossed thinking, like, how long left of this? Because I don't want to be here anymore.
So why did you think that?
Because
it's a great program.
I know that now, but when I first came to it, I was like, this is too much, man. I'm the cool guy. I'm the DJ. I don't clap. I don't create energy. I just play the music and I'm the cool guy.
You like to just sit at the back behind the booth?
Yeah.
Because I force people to get involved.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, we're doing deals, you know.
It's way out of comfort zone for me at that time going to a crash course.
But the thing is, you've got to get out of your comfort zone if you want to grow and if you want to be successful.
Yeah.
So what's the crash course like? Because you've been to the crash course now, like how many times?
I've not missed a crash course in the last 8 months.
So you've probably been to about 10 crash courses at least?
Way more. Yeah. I've probably done 10 crash courses in the last 4 months.
Wow. We've been going crash course heavy then recently.
Yeah.
So what's it like? What's the experience like?
It's the best way to describe it is it's a buzz. The room is buzzing, there's music playing, the energy's up, and then it's just fulfilling your head with knowledge and learning. Because
that's what the reason we have the buzz and the energy and the music is that it's kind of because it's long days, and we've got to keep people awake.
Yeah.
So if it was slideshow, PowerPoint presentations all day long, you know, it's got to have that atmosphere when people come in, the music, the buzz, the energy, participation, doing the you know, phoning the agents, role playing.
Well, motion creates emotion.
Right.
So when you're moving, what I find, if I'm feeling a bit sluggish or whatever, when we get the energy up in the room, it's like you sit down and you're ready to go.
Yes.
And that's where you do the most learning.
So deal packaging.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of money doing that.
It's going well.
You said to me last night, you were like, it's pretty easy money, man. It's pretty easy money.
When you know what you're doing and you just follow the system and follow the steps and do what you've been told to do.
It's easy money, bro. You know why it's easy money? Because you become so valuable.
Yeah.
People don't pay you for your time, they pay you for your results.
Yeah.
If you can get people good results that they want, even if it only takes you a day or two to do that, if you're getting people good results, they'll pay you for that. They'll pay you for your value.
Yeah.
And deal packaging, like property, is probably the most lucrative business on the planet.
Yeah.
If you can find and secure below market value property deals, high cash flowing property deals that people want, then you're going to get paid well for that service.
Yeah.
How much on average do you charge per deal?
About $2.5 grand.
If anyone watching this video wants you to find them deals, how can they find you?
They can just go to my website. It's www.mpsourced.co.uk.
Cool.
Fill out the form and they'll get weekly emails.
I'll put a link in the description for that.
Oh, thanks.
Because I want to see you blow up, man.
Thanks, man.
I want to see you blow up. What's it like working with me?
It's not great. No, listen, working with you, like every time around you, I'm inspired. If I'm feeling down, I'll get lifted up. And it's just, I don't know how to describe, you're just completely different to everyone else. Like, completely different. You're funny, you're a funny guy.
I don't know what to say to that, but I guess if you get rich along the way, it's kind of all good.
It's motivating, and it's I don't know how to describe you, man. You're motivating, you're inspiring, and do you know what? Going back to that first message that I sent you.
Yes.
When I thought you were an idiot, we were having this conversation yesterday when we walked around the town. You're just a genuine, nice, down-to-earth guy, just like everyone else.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Okay, 5 tips to being an excellent deal sourcer. Go.
Number 1, have a good reputation. Always give refunds if you need to and never give out bad deals. Number 2 is be consistent. You know, if you say you're going to send out deals every single week, send out deals every week.
Yeah.
Number 3, be compliant. You know, don't break the rules. Make sure you stay compliant. Number 4, always give lots of value. You know, the best way to get investors and get people to know, like, and trust you is to give value. Number 5 is go out there, wear the t-shirt and do everything yourself, you know, in the beginning and while you're building your business. Go do the viewings.
Yeah.
Go to networking events. You know, make sure you do it all yourself first so you're learning along the way and you've got trust in your deals.
Dude, man, was that just off the top of your head right there?
Yeah.
I wish I'd said 10 now. That was great.
Yeah.
So, okay, what would your advice be to someone who's watching this channel? Maybe they're a loser or a bum like you used to be.
Yeah.
No, but you were skint, man.
Yeah.
You quit your job as a DJ.
Yeah, I was looking for jobs before I went to the crash course. I was looking for jobs on Indeed Jobs, and I couldn't actually get any because I had no qualifications.
Yeah, so you had all the passion of a successful person.
Yeah.
You had the drive, you had the hunger, you had the motivation and everything like that, but you didn't have any qualifications, you couldn't get a job, and you had no money.
Yeah.
And now you've become like uber successful,
Yeah.
financially free, with a successful sourcing company as well, which is making a lot of profit. What would your advice be to someone watching this video and they just want to massively improve themselves, step up their game, and play big in the property industry? What do they have to do?
First thing is absorb everything you're seeing on the videos, in the books. You know, just get all of that stuff in your head. Second thing is just get to a crash course, man. That's just where it starts, because at the end of the day, it's a free crash course. What's the worst that's going to happen, like, when you get to the crash course? If you don't like it, you don't like it. What have you lost? It's not cost you anything.
Yeah.
You know?
It's weird that more people don't come to property investors crash courses.
Right, this is the thing. Even if you don't like it, but if you're a smart person, you'll come, maybe not like it, but you're in a room full of people that you can network with. If you've got a business entrepreneurial mindset, you'll know you can go there and still network with people.
Not many people come to the crash course and don't like it though, do they?
I actually don't think I've met one person.
But the thing is, I think people are worried to come, maybe because they feel like, oh man, what's the catch?
Yeah.
It's too, all these old cliche sayings,
Yeah.
the horrible brainwashed government, elite-led society that's trying to brainwash you to keep you poor so that you're a slave forever, which why they come up with these brainwashing cliches. If your attitude is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, then nothing good will ever come your way, ever.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine, you get a good relationship, you meet a nice pretty girl, right, and you begin to fall in love, but you're like, oh, well, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is, and then you sabotage it. Right, you come across a good deal, no money down, rent-to-rent, lease option agreement deal, but it sounds too good to be true, you sabotage it. You come across an opportunity to have your life changed by going to a multi-millionaire-led free property investors crash course. Oh, but it sounds too good to be true. Sabotage
Here's
it.
the thing.
How long will you keep sabotaging your life and then complaining how broke you are?
Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
If it's too good to be true,
Yes.
why do you do it live on stage?
Why do I do what live?
What we learn at the crash course, you do live on stage. So if it's too good to be true...
Oh, you mean I actually secure live deals?
Yeah.
Right.
If it's too good to be true, how can you do that on stage?
Yeah, because I find live deals on stage because I want to put my money where my mouth is.
Exactly.
I don't want to show slideshow presentations of what I did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I want to be like, give me an area.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. You know, Blackpool. Okay, pick up the phone and just do a deal in Blackpool.
Yeah.
And I think that just gives people confidence.
I think that's why you've got such a high success rate, and why 99.9% of people like it. Because you're not telling people what to do.
Yes.
You're going, look, okay, this is what we need to do. This is how you do it. Now I'm going to show you.
Yes.
Live, on from the stage.
That's it, man. You've got to lead by example.
Yeah.
That's why I do the financial freedom challenges. Start again from scratch, become financially free.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next for you?
For me, I'm going to be building my sourcing business. I'm helping as many people as I can with rent service accommodation, giving back on the academy and the crash courses. And I want to make, do you know what, I'm just enjoying it, and I want to be on stage just giving as much value as I can.
I love the fact you have a passion to be on stage.
Yeah.
I relate to that. I love being on stage.
Yeah.
I love sharing and hearing the success stories of other people that I've impacted. So, dude, man, you're killing it.
Cheers,
You've got my full support. You've got my full blessing, endorsement, and it's great to be a friend of yours as well, bro.
Thanks, man.
I hope you enjoyed that interview with myself and Ricky. He's an absolutely fabulous guy. Please don't forget to like the video if you haven't done already. Also, please subscribe, drop a comment below, maybe even drop a comment for Ricky. I'm sure he'll be reading the comment questions and he'll answer. Also, if you'd like to see another similar interview, there's a guy called Ian Patterson who became financially free building up a portfolio of lease option agreements. He was very busy working in the corporate rat race and managed to leave his job with no money down property investments. If you want to hear the full interview, you can do that right here. Also, if you would like to come to the Property Investors Crash Course, right now it is free on the house and you can do that here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe down here as well. Thanks so much. See you next time.